In the month of July 2024, I got a total payout of $10,500 trading my 200k account with Alpha Capital. I got the first payout around the 15th of July and the second one came in on Tuesday this week, which was on the 31st of July. The payouts were really fast and very smooth. To be honest, I was very impressed with how fast I got both payouts. The first one was within 24 hours and the second one was around a little bit over 24 hours. I requested on Monday morning and I received it on Tuesday around 9 o'clock in the night. And I was really blown away. In this reason, I think Alpha Capital is one of the top prop firms right now because, I mean, it's unheard of before, right? I've traded with prop firms before and I've gotten payout before, but not as fast as Alpha Capital. Don't get me wrong, I'm not being sponsored by Alpha Capital. I'm just being honest right here because I'm waiting for some payouts from some other prop firms and it's been almost 3 weeks now and I still didn't get nothing. So Alpha Capital is really doing a good job. In this video, I'm going to explain the payment process and I'm going to show you a little bit of the chart. I'm going to show you the trade I took to get the second payout. Actually, the second trade is really interesting because I did make more profit, but I ended up giving 70% back because I was greedy. So sit back, take a note. This video is going to be full with a lot of gems.
Oh yeah, I stayed up, put my head on and I prayed up, I worked hard and never gave up, I just struggle motivated.
As you can see from my Alpha Capital dashboard, I got funded around early June and I actually started the challenge in the ending of May 2024 and I got funded within 1 month actually, and I got phase 2 done on the 7th, I guess. And my first payout was really fast also. I took a trade and went to TP and I got this. And this is a combination of the payout and my refund. So that's why it's a little bit like this. And this was the one I got recently, which was on the 30th. I got it on the 31st. It was really fast and I'm very impressed with Alpha Capital like I mentioned before. So quickly, I'm just going to take you to my dashboard. This is my Alpha Capital dashboard. This was the phase 1, the phase 2, and this is my current live account. Briefly, I'm going to explain the payment process. The payment process is really simple, right? Once you fund a trader, after you've signed the contract, they're going to ask you which payment platform you prefer and you can choose whichever suits you better, right? So once you do that, when you get funded, you're just going to request a payout. And one thing, they actually always have a day of which you can request the payout. Like let's say you make a profit today, you're unable to withdraw that until some date, and I think it should be somewhere around here on the dashboard. I saw that before, but I'm not sure. But if I find it later, I'll show you. So you have a specific day of which you can apply for the payout. Another thing, for my first payout, I actually made a mistake, meaning my first trade was a TP, right? Once I took that trade, I forgot about the 5 minimum trading days. So once you get funded, you need to trade a minimum of 5 days. I didn't know that. So once I got the trade, I won, I made some profit, and I just stopped trading. So when I requested for the profit, they told me no because I need to complete the 5 minimum trading days. So I had to wait for an extra 2 weeks. The payouts are every 14 days. So you have to go with the protocols, right? So my first payout was right here. I took a trade, I think it was in early or late June, right? I got the profit, I stopped trading, and I was supposed to request my profit around my profit share around July 8th, and I was denied because of what I just explained, right? Then later I got paid, which was really nice. July 16th, I was in Venice right here, and I was literally on a boat cruise, and I saw the payout. I was like, damn, bro. So if you're curious about my trip to Venice, I'm going to drop a link right here so you can check my trip to Venice, right? So I'm a trader and I vlog a lot, so you can also check that out. So moving on, my second payout was in July. I also took a trade. I think I took the trade while I was leaving Venice going to Milan, and I didn't do a breakdown yet, but I'm going to do a little bit of breakdown in this particular video. So sit back and wait for it, okay? So I took that trade and it went to TP and it gave me almost $12,000 profit. But the thing is, if you notice in the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I'm grateful for the profit, but I'm not happy with myself, right? The reason I'm not happy with myself was I was having some issues with my personal account. I made a ton of mistakes and I was about to blow the account basically. So I got greedy and I wanted to make more profit with Alpha Capital. I already secured my profit for payout, but I needed to just wait like 2 days more to get my payout. But I got greedy, right? I got greedy and I did some crazy things. Took a trade that wasn't my plan and I lost like 30% of the, sorry, 50 to 60% because I was initially going to get around 10k after the profit split. If you see right here, it's almost 12k. I'm supposed to get like 10k plus. I ended up getting around 4k because I made a mess, right? I lost a lot of the profit and it really messed me up for a while. But overall, I'm grateful for the profit, although I'm not happy with myself, right? Some things you just don't, you can't explain, you get. So I think some traders out there will also relate to what I'm saying. So that was my overall payout from Alpha Capital so far. It's really nice. I'm really impressed with the system they have here. Hopefully they continue like this, right? So the next thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to break down the trade I took that made me 12k, right? But before I made the mess, right? So the trade went to TP and it was on July 18. I'm gonna do that real quick and let's jump into that. Nice. So this was the trade I took where I made 12k before I made the mess that took away 50% of the profit, right? So this trade was very clear for me. I took it from this zone after price created an internal structure, and then I got an entry on the 5 minutes over there. So briefly, I knew the structure was already bullish, right? So it's already bullish if you know how to restructure. It's very simple, right? Price tapped into the zone and started to create an internal structure, which was this right here. Bullish internal structure confirmation. If you've been watching my breakdown before, you know my strategy entails structure, point of interest, and 5 minutes confirmation. Very simple. So price created that. I already knew what the structure was. I got my point of interest. Price came in around, I think was doing London right here. Price came in, created a low, created a high, created a low, and broke the high, right? Once it broke it, I got my entry. This is exactly what I was looking for. If you check all my breakdown videos, this is exactly what I preach every time. So once price did that, I got in. I think right here I was on the way from Milan to Venice. Sorry, from Venice to Milan because I had to catch my flight. So I took the trade while I was on the bus. So check out my trip to Venice. I'll put the link again. Check it out. You see, I took the trade right here. Everything was live, right? I tapped in around 12 and I think I closed around 8 something before my flight moved. So it was a really simple trade, but it required a lot of patience. I think it took like 4 hours, like I mentioned before. So, well, it was a beautiful trade and I'm really grateful for it. But sadly, I made the mess, but life goes on, right? I'm glad I still have the funded account and I'm glad I was able to make some profit out of it. As you've seen from my Alpha Capital dashboard, I made a lot of profit, but I ended up giving most back and almost lost my funded account. The simple reason was because I was greedy. I was going through some tough time on my personal account and I decided to take it up on my other accounts, and that almost messed up my entire account. You may wonder, why am I sharing this on YouTube? I'm actually sharing because sometimes we see other traders out there making profits and then we feel like these traders are killing it. They don't have problems. They don't do this. They don't do that. But the thing is, no one is a perfect trader. We all have our tough times and we're all trying to conquer ourselves so we don't get conquered by self. So if you're watching this, you're going through a tough time, keep going, keep fighting. It gets better with time. No one is a perfect trader. You're doing better than you think. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you once again for watching. Bless.